Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this new class, people. And let's see. Just few people connected. Let's see. Give me just a second. Marvin, did you get your internet connection back?
Teacher, I have a problem. The same problem just my connection is I share the internet with my cell phone.
Okay. Let's see. Marvin. Well, people, let's start today with the class. And today we will continue with some little grammar rules. We will continue with the simple past in a certain way. So that's something that we will do. Okay. Let's see. Before we start, people, let's begin. And I want to know, let's see, Rosie, how was your day today? What did you do today?
Good evening. Uh, well, I wake up 4:30
Mm-hmm.
and I prepare to go to my job. I I arrived to my job early because I don't know how to say. I made arrange with a friend for breakfast together, and then I start to work at 7. I have I had a lot of things to do during the day, and no specific things and extraordinary things too. But the day was normally. I leave the work at 5 p.m. Every day I walk to my house from my job. I walk around 30 minutes. And today I passed the supermarket. Then I made the dinner. And here I am.
Great. Excellent. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So, people, let's start today. Have a question for you. When you were a kid, probably you wanted to be something different from what you are right now. My case, I wanted to be a doctor. That was always my dream. Now I am 32 years old and I don't think that I will be able to be a doctor. But that's another story. What about you? Do you think that you were going to be something different? Let's start. I ask right now, Sandra, what did you want to be when you were a kid? What were your dreams when you were a kid, and when you were when you were in high school, when you were, I don't know, did you study in the university, but you didn't continue? Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. When I was a little girl, my dreams always was that I want to be a dancer.
Okay, what happened?
Eh, well, it's just I just grew up, and then I realized that dancer is not like something that I can to be like good for live. I don't know.
We're living, yeah, probably you don't
It's
get
just
the
like a
money.
hobby.
Okay,
Exactly. So that's why. But I was a little kid.
okay. Let's
Uh-huh.
see somebody else. I want to ask. Betty, what about you?
Well, teacher, in my case, I study for be teacher. So I thought that I'm going to be in some point of my life a good teacher. But actually, I don't know. I don't see that idea very close to my reality. So
Did you finish in the university, studying in the
yes,
university?
yes, yes, I finished the career.
Why not? Did you get your escalafon?
Yes, I had it. Honestly, because of the money.
Exactly. Teacher, we are poor. Yes,
Something like that.
I get you.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I totally understand your point. Good. Let's see. What about is let me see. Mario thing is working. Douglas, what about you? You there? No, let's see. How about Roxana? Not Roxana. Okay. Let's see. Jaime, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
I'm here.
Jaime, tell me, what about you? Did you think being something different in the future?
Yeah,
I don't know, probably you wanted to be
probably.
a doctor or something. Uh-huh.
Not really. I like the that May. Now, uh,
Okay.
probably I changed some details about because my currently currently job is very stressful. But I like.
You like your profession,
Uh,
but you don't like your job
yes.
place. Could be. That happens.
No, I like my job, but
You like
it's
your job.
it's
Okay.
very complicated because it's very stressful. Uh, demand a lot of time that our our life, and is the reason that sometimes uh, the family is in second case, but is
Mhm.
that I want change.
Okay, that's the reason you want to change. Okay, good. Marvin, how about you? Did you want to be something different in the past?
Yes, my career is
Okay, people, let's see. Let's go to the simple past right now. We continue with it. And today's topic is, people, it's not that we are starting new things. These are just little reviews of things that we are supposed to know by now. Okay? So if you want to go ahead and investigate more, or probably you didn't know at all about this topic, you can still go to the internet, find a lot of information. You will find a lot of information. So people, the future in the past. What is the future in the past? You may wonder. The future in the past is something like this. Let's see, what happened? What happened? This is the sacred line of time. Okay, so people, we have there, this is the time. What is the past? For this exercise, I want you to think in this way. We are here in the past. Right now is the past. Right now, imagine this. Right now is the past. So, what do you think that will happen in 5 years? You will live in Canada. You will go to United States. You will learn English. You will speak French. You will speak Italian. You name it. Okay, there are a lot of things that will happen, right? So now, this is the past. You are in the past right now. Imagine in 10 years, from now to 10 years. What about those plans that you have for the future? Will you be able to fulfill them? Will you be able to accomplish them? Probably yes. Probably yes, you will live in Canada. Probably yes, you will buy that house. You will buy that car. Probably you will do it. Or probably you won't be able to do it. So when does the future in past happens? Things that we believe that are going to happen, but at the end they are not done. For example, I was going to be a dancer. I think I was going to be a dancer. I think that was a good idea to be a dancer. Okay? But I realized that the money is not enough. I wanted to be a teacher. But I think that's not a good profession. So, like that. This is the future in past. I thought that I will be rich. Okay? All these structures tell me about the future in the past. Okay? So, questions right now. Don't ask me for the structure yet. Later on, we will see the structure. Do you understand the concept? That's the idea. That's the question. Problems? No. Okay, let's move to the structure. We have two major structures, going to and would. For going to, we use subject plus was or were. plus going to plus base form. And you know that always we need a complement. Okay? That's the structure. Negative wasn't or wearing and going to. And for questions, was or were, then you need your subject plus going to plus base form complement. And that's it. Questions about it? Questions about going to? In Spanish, this one will be something like yo iba a. Okay, él iba a. That will be. So, that's it. I was going to, he was going to, they were going to, you were going to, you weren't going to, you weren't gonna. Can I use gonna? Yes, you can use gonna. I wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna be. Wasn't gonna be a student, a doctor, sorry. Wasn't gonna be a doctor. He wasn't gonna be. He wasn't going to be. Okay. Was he going to be? Was he going to be your teacher? Was he going to be your boyfriend? Was she going to be your girlfriend? So on. That's it. Questions with this one, guys? Do you have any question? Everything clear?
Teacher,
Go, Hugo.
in
What's your
negative,
question?
in negative, could be, for example, I wasn't going to be a dancer.
I wasn't going to be a dancer. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
that's the way it goes. Do me a favor, everybody. Please write 2 examples with going to about things that you had in the future past. Okay? For example, if you tell me, well, I wasn't going to work in my current job. I wasn't going to work there. I was going to work in a different one, but I selected this one. I wasn't going to be a teacher. I wanted to be a doctor. But right now, I am a teacher, and I'm not a doctor. What about you? Let's go. Let's write 2 examples, people. Volunteer. Who wants to try now? One of his or her examples.
Yes, teacher.
Go ahead. Help me, please.
Okay. I was going to be a civil engineer, but to keep up with the university expenses, I have to work and study. So I decided on a career in finance.
Good. What is the past of decide?
Decided.
Excellent. I decided.
Okay.
Ronald, I decided.
I decided.
Yeah. A career in finance, as you said, right?
Yeah.
Good. I have one example here from Mario. I was going to work on a call center, but I had been working where I wasn't going to work in a call center. Yes, that happens to a lot of people. We were going to get a Nintendo Switch the last year. Okay. Yeah, that happened to me. I said only 1 year to improve my English. I was there for 4 years. So, but I don't regret. I don't regret. Good.
Me
Let's see.
too,
Laura,
teacher.
go ahead.
Me too, teacher. I wasn't going to work in a call center, and now, and on December, it will be 10 years.
My sweet Lord.
But I don't regret because I had the opportunity to finish my university, so and do a lot of things. So
And call centers for me is the really good plan B, you know. So if something bad happens, know that I have a call center there available. I know that,
yes,
yeah. So that's the good thing. Great,
okay,
excellent.
but my example was different.
Okay.
I wasn't going to be a doctor. Even I studied nursing in high school, but at the university, I chose something completely different. I chose public relationships. So um, completely different than
Totally
my
different.
plan. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
of
original
course.
plan.
Good. Somebody else, guys. Another example. If you give me a question, would be nice. Somebody else who wants to try with a question.
I was going to be a pilot, but I didn't know that that career is kind of expensive, so I decided to study mechanic engineer.
It's not expensive. It is super expensive. Well, for me, that I'm a poor person, yeah, it's very expensive. So, good, excellent, great. People, the party's not over. We continue now. So, this is going to. But, people, wood is really nice. Yesterday, we learned that we can use it for the past, for things that were common in the past. And they makes us feel a little nostalgic about it. I remember that in my university days, during this time in the year, I would always spend time with my friends, listening to music, smoking a couple of cigarettes, stuff like that. It was something that I remember we would always do. Okay, that is wood. We know that normal wood. If I had $1 million, I would help my family. I would buy a car. I would travel around the world. But there is another, let's say, there is another way we can use wood. And this is to talk about the past that we expected to happen, but it didn't happen. First of all, wait, what is this? Come on, what happened today? These verbs are important. We will call them verbs of believe. Okay? No, verbs of believe now. Verbs of, well, anyways. So these verbs, they help me, they give me a sensation, an idea of something that I was thinking, something that I believed will happen, something that I was sure that would happen. Okay? Because for using would in this future in past, we need to provide context. I was sure. I was sure. I was sure he would win. Yo estaba seguro que él iba a ganar. I was sure that he would win. I thought that but I thought that today it would rain. Thought that today it would rain. I expected him. I expected that he would come early. I hoped he would be given, and so on. So people, you need to use a context, provide a context, and then use the normal would structure. Subject plus would plus base form. Uy. Subject plus would plus base form. Subject would base form. That's how this one works. Okay? So that's it. That's how you use it. Remember, the verbs, they need to be in past. I thought, I didn't follow the structure here. I thought, I believe, I knew he would come. I was sure, I expected, and I hoped. Okay? It's not necessary that is I. Can be whatever you want. My mother thought. My father believed. Everybody knew. They were sure. We expected. My relatives and my friends hoped. And so on. So that's it. Those are the examples. Questions, guys, about it? Dudas, preguntas. Easy, right? Do me a
Teacher,
favor. Yeah, go ahead.
in this case, only we can use could, don't use could.
Let me see. I thought I could win. No, You only use would.
Okay.
To give that sensation of future in the past. Yes, you use would. You can use a well, this is the third way. We will see it in a second. Let's do something, guys. Let's go and tell me one example. Just write one example more on your notebook about this one.
Teacher, I have one example.
Go ahead. Show
I
it.
expected that he will ask me on a date.
Okay. What happened? Did he ask you? Did he ask you out?
Yes.
Good, excellent. Right on. So, yeah. Good. I
Okay.
like the example. Another person. Who has another example? Go ahead, guys. Don't be shy. Let's see another example. Rossi, do you want to? Rene, I see. Rene,
Okay.
go ahead.
I thought he would eat pizza.
Thought he would eat pizza. Good. Excellent. Sandra, do you want to try?
Not yet. Let me finish. I'm
Okay.
thinking.
I
Somebody
would like to share
else?
my sentence.
Go ahead, Maria.
Okay, let me see because I write down. Okay, I was sure that I will leave the meat in the fridge.
Okay. Good. That sounds very bad, you know. You forgot the meat outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of the fridge. Good. Let's see another example. Who wants to try another one? I thought that I would never fall in love again, but everything changed when I met you. So you can post it today on Facebook. Let's see another example, guys. Go. Let's see. Alejandro, you want to try? I know.
No. I thought about you sentences in a couple of
Okay.
minutes.
Okay. Rossi, you
It's
want
like
to try?
it's like a song.
Teacher,
Really?
I
I was
believe that
inspired.
I believe that we will eat pizza instead of pupusas.
Good. Okay. I will be disappointed. I prefer pizza. So, people, that's about it. Okay. So this is the way that we can talk about the future in the past. I expected right now, for example, I think after this class, I will watch TV. But imagine something happens I don't know, I started doing something here on the computer or whatever. So probably I would say, I thought I would watch TV. I was going to watch TV, but this and this and this happened. Okay, so that's how you use this one. Do you have any question about this? No questions.
No,
Right
yet.
on. Mario, you have a question?
No, for me, that's
Okay,
clear.
it's easy, right? So we need to get used to using it. What did you wait, what did you want to be when only one B? What did you want to be when you grew up? Okay, that's the question that I have right now for you guys. Let's practice this one. Okay, we are going to speak 1 minute all the time, at least 1 minute. Try to use this structure. Okay, tell me 2-3 things that you wanted to be when you were a kid. Tell me why didn't you do it. Tell me what are your thoughts about it. For example, if you ask me, well, first at the beginning, I like dinosaurs and I like paleontology. I was like a crazy boy. I like to read books about dinosaurs, so I wanted to be a paleontologist. Later on, I discovered that probably that career, well, we don't have here in El Salvador. I had to move to another country. And that desire eventually disappeared. So another thing happened. I wanted to be a doctor. That's something that I really wanted to be. And I thought that I would be a doctor, but it didn't happen. You know why? Because my mother talked me out of it. She told me, no, I'm not going to help you because I don't have enough money to pay for that career. So study another thing. And I decided to do it. When I was studying English, I thought that I would never be a teacher because I didn't like it. And you know the rest. Okay? Try to add additional details. Try to add information. Okay? I know you always do it. Pay attention to the simple past. Everything is simple past. So you need to change the verbs into the simple past form, as we learned yesterday. Let's do something. Let's go. Let's practice 10 minutes. And then we come back at 9 p.m. So guys, we will be in group of 4. So everybody try to practice. Let's go. Let's do it. Later, we will go with the presentations, but don't worry, we will have time. Let's go, guys. Rosie, I can send you to another group. Let's wait for everybody, guys. Okay. Let's see. Let's practice now. Let's go. And remember, try to speak 1 minute. That's our goal, at least 1 minute. And let's see. Who wants to be the volunteer?
Me,
Who wants to
teacher.
be a volunteer? Okay, Betty, go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me, what do you want?
Yes, okay. When I was a kid, I thought that I always had the support of my father. Actually, I don't remember any time that I was thinking about what I will be when I'll grow up. So everyone expected that I learn or study communication or marketing because all my family, it's around that kind of business. But I decided to study preschool or primary education. And I thought that I would be an excellent teacher. But with the time, I changed my mind and my thoughts about it. And I get in love with the world of sales. And I have learned a lot. I know that I can grow up and I can have or get more money in this business. Actually, I know that my father thought at some point that I was going to work with him, but that is not going to happen. So that's teacher.
Great job, excellent. I really like it. You didn't have problems with grammar. It's very fluent. I like the way that you speak. So great job, excellent
Thanks.
job. I really like it. Well done. Let's see. Somebody else who wants to be another person, another volunteer. Go ahead, guys. Time to practice. Somebody? No one? I select. Let's see. Alejandro, are you there? Saul, would you like to try? Let's see. Lázaro, do you want to try?
Yes, teacher.
Great.
In my case, I will be a soccer player when I was younger, but I see that I don't are very good. And after that, I decided that I study electrical engineer. And now I was degree, and sometimes I play soccer, but only that hobby. But I will be a soccer when I was a younger.
Okay, good. Great. So, Mr. Great Job, before I give you the recommendations to follow, I want to tell you guys, remember, this is the time for you to practice. Okay, so remember that if I call your name and you don't answer, at the end, that will be decreasing the points of participation. And try to practice, try to participate too. Okay, so good. Lázaro, well, let me tell you,
Yes.
the ideas were good. I like the ideas that you have. We gotta be careful with this one. I don't know if I heard correctly. You say, I will be. So, I would be.
Okay, teacher. I will be.
And remember that we are talking about the past. You said, I don't play very good. I didn't play very, very well. I didn't play good.
Okay, teacher.
So be careful with that one.
Okay, thank
And
you.
congratulations that you practice. That's the thing, you know. Now you know that you need to be just focused when you use the simple past. Okay, great. Another person who wants to be another volunteer. You see, this is the time.
Me, teacher.
Jaime, go ahead. Tell me. What about you?
Well,
What did you want to be?
well, when I was a child, I want always I want to be a pilot, and I expect to make a lot of money on this industry, but I didn't have a opportunity to study that. And now I work in aircraft maintenance industry. It's not a pilot, but I like that I made now. Um, I like. Um, I hope travel to another countries. And currently I travel to some countries. I hope continue with my expectative. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Let me tell you, just give me a second. Well done. Ideas are really good. The way that you use the past, it was good as well. So in that, we have no problem. Where we need to work is we have to be careful with fluency. We need to work a little bit on our fluency, try to practice, remember, try to do shadowing. That's something that can help you. So try that one. Besides that, it was good. Thank you so much. Let's see. Another person who wants to be the next one.
Me, teacher.
Roxana, go ahead. What about you? What did you want to be?
Well, when I was a child, I thought that I was going to be a doctor because I liked to play that profession all the time. I remember. But when I grew up, I decided to study communications because I thought it was a career without mathematics. But I did have to study mathematics and economics. I thought that in the process I was going to change the career, but it was the opposite. I really liked this career and I finished it with honors.
You finish it with
And
honors.
Yes.
Okay. Lady, good job. I like it. No problem with grammar. It was really good. Fluency was good as well. I just invite you to say more. You can say more things. I really like it. So let's over practice our English. That's going to help us a lot. But it was good, lady. Don't take me wrong. It was really good. Thank you so much, Roxanne. Good job. Somebody else. Another person.
Me?
Go ahead, right on. Tell me, what about you? What did you
Well,
want to be, Rene?
yeah,
Go.
when I was a kid, I thought I was going to be a soccer player, and it also I went to Juventud Independiente to practice some games. I was going to San Juan Opico. Some days I don't really remember, but I think it was like 2 or 3 days per week. But I didn't get any position at that team because in that moment, Juventud Independiente was one of the best teams or of the country. And even though I didn't play soccer at any team, I have been always playing soccer with my friends and family, just enjoying the weekend, I guess. And now I'm thinking maybe because I didn't have that opportunity, I want to be a technical director soccer team. I don't know how to say. People like to coach a team. First of all, maybe some kids, and in some years, maybe I'm gonna try with a team or second or third category of El Salvador, right? That's it.
Hey, good. Excellent. Hope you can make it.
Teacher,
Well, mister, it was really good. I really like it.
teacher,
Yes.
for example, when I was a child, I want to study to become an industrial engineer and an astronaut. And I want to buy a big house with a big black yard.
Okay, good. Now you need to add more information. Be careful with the past. I wanted or I
I
wanted.
wanted. I
Yeah, you can
wanted.
say I wanted. Wanted to do
I
this, I wanted
wanted.
to do that.
Okay, thanks.
Good. Let's see. I was saying, so good job, mister. It was really good. I really like it. Just you gotta be careful with vocabulary. If you don't know, just explain it. I like it that you didn't know how to say a coach, but at the end you were able to remember it. With the explanation, it's okay. Explain. I wanted to lead a soccer team. You can say, for example.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
But it was good. Thank you so much. I really like it. Let's see. Somebody else, guys, who wants to try it. The last person of the night.
Well, hello, teacher. Good evening.
Hey. Hello, Roberto. Good evening. Ready?
Well, yes. When I was a child, I remember that I wanted to be cartoon drawer, and at the same time, I wanted to be a clown because I always liked to make people laugh. I always like to do some jokes, but then I grew up, and when I was a teenager, I really didn't know what I wanted to be. But I knew that I was very good with numbers, with mathematics, and at the end, I decided to study accountant. And that's it. I now I am an accountant, but I really don't like too much my career. I in my job I apply some things about the auditory, but not too much about accountant. But I work with numbers, and that's it.
Great job,
Thank
mister.
you.
Good fluency, no problems with grammar. So everything was really good. I really like it.
Thank you, teacher.
And you didn't have problems with it. So continue improving. Recommendation, now try to get more vocabulary, try to get more advanced expressions. That's going to help you a lot. Besides it,
Okay.
it
Okay,
was really
thank you.
good. Really like it. Great job. So let's see. Okay, guys. Let's go right now. We will continue with our presentations that are missing. Okay, so let's continue with the groups missing, and I want to go now with Douglas. Douglas, are you there? And the group members of Douglas team. Who were with Douglas? Okay, let's see. Next, Hugo. Hugo's team.
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening. Who were the members of your group, Hugo?
Jaime and Jesus.
Jaime and Jesus. Is it Jesus in here? Yes, he is. So,
Yes,
guys,
yes.
let's go. Let's begin. Remember, try to turn the camera on. And all yours.
Good evening, everyone. We are going to talk about two big countries, and it's Indian, and on the other hand is Germany. Burgos is going to talk about Indian culture and the pollution, the jobs, the quality of life, and the cities. And Hugo is talking about the Germany culture, the festivals, and the professions, and in comparison with the Indian. Okay. Burgos.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Let me talk about Indian cultures. It is important to mention that India has one of the large cultures, and many stereotypes are generated around it. For example, one stereotype is that the Indian don't speak English well. But what not everyone know is that English is the second language in India. However, not everyone speak English well because not everyone has access to the education. Another stereotype is about India is generate around food and pollution. India is the second most populated country in the world. And because of that, the level of poverty is high in this country. And this generate a lot of street vending, a lot of pollution, but not all places in India are like that. Religion is another stereotype about India because they worship different gods, and for them, cows are one of those gods. For example, India has a lot of more stereotype, but that mentioned before, there are three of the most important or about that. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to talk about a culture well known throughout the world from Germany. This country has a very broad culture, but in this occasion, the objective is to talk about the Oktoberfest, the culture of beer. Although it is from Germany, it is currently celebrated all over the world. Speaking about stereotypes, I can say that we talk about Oktoberfest, we thinking very happy people with traditional customs and delicious food and traditional song, obviously with beer. The tradition was born from a marriage of the Prince of Bavaria in 1810. And since then, it has been celebrated between September and October. And explain how it affects the work environment. I can say that it is a tradition or culture that generates many jobs and profits. And in this event, celebrate with joy. This country is known for generating many good jobs. The beer has become a fundamental part of the economy of Germany, and all countries in the world. Since now each country has its own beer. In our case, there are several brands of beer, 4 or 3, I think. Someday I hope to be celebrate and participate of this culture. That's all.
Okay, the conclusion, as they mentioned, Indian is less appropriate to live. The food is dangerous for visitors. Traffic and pollution is terrible. And maybe the water is not good in Indian. But in Germany, the Sundays are like a holidays, and in that days they close the supermarkets. But Germany has one of the best places and is considered a country that has a work-life balance. And English is more widely spoken in Indian, but in Germany is less. And for the jobs is much better Germany, because you know the Volkswagen is made in Germany, and there are a lot of factories to work, and the economy is better, the weather
and the places are very common to visit. Okay, that's all.
Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Later on, you will receive the comments on what are the areas that we need to work on, but it was good. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, let's see. Give me just a second. Next one, guys. Let's see. Mario Roberto. Is it Marion here? Okay, let's continue. Marvin.
Hey, teacher, good evening. Can you hear me?
Let's go with you.
Can you hear me?
We are here, but Marvin is having some problem with his microphone right now. I don't know if he can talk right now.
Okay, Douglas. Let's see. Marvin, can you speak?
But Lázaro, but Lázaro and me, we are ready. The problem right now is Marvin with his microphone.
Okay, Marvin, don't worry. Let's go you, Douglas, and Lázaro, okay? Marvin's part, if you cannot connect your microphone, Marvin, don't worry, we will do it. We will see what we can do, okay? Let's go, guys. You do it. You can start.
Douglas, you turn off the microphone.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. Then, thank you so much. Let me change some settings.
Okay.
So I was saying that in the interconnected world that we are living right now, cultural stereotypes often influence our perception and decisions. So tonight we are going to talk about how some stereotype of affect the job environment and the perception of two Latin American countries we select in this time Honduras and Colombia. Some stereotypes that we are going to discuss are the belief that people are lazy. For example, the perception of a country can be a dangerous country, and obviously the assumption that some governments, but all the governments are corrupt. We are going we will talk how this startup can influence job opportunities and why it is essential to challenge them for a more accurate understanding. So I let my partners talk about this stereotypes.
Okay. Good evening. I'm talking about the stereotypes from the Honduras. The first stereotypes is the people are lazy. The Hondurans have a country bigger than El Salvador, and the people, I heard that the people don't work the land, and in Salvador, people work the land. How affect this stereotype of the job environment? I think the stereotype is negative for people, and this affect that how they view the potential employers to people from Honduras, and they could discriminate or discriminatory practice for people from Honduras by these stereotypes. And these stereotypes can limit opportunities for people talent from Honduras. I think that really people are from Honduras are hardworking and resilient, and they are work for long hours, and they have a multiple job sometimes. They have a great determination and work ethic. I think this stereotype don't represent people from Honduras. And the next stereotype is the country is dangerous. The Honduras have the highest rate of homicides and violent crimes. The 37 homicide by 100,000 people. And how affect this job environment? Can dissuade foreign investors? The companies or investors can dissuade or don't motivate to invest in the Honduras, inhibit economic growth, and company avoid investing in the country of the Honduras. The government implemented different strategies to reduce the dangers of the country, community police, dismantling of criminal organization, and recovery public space from the public space of the criminals organization, and crime prevention strategies. The next stereotype is the government is corrupt. There are a different document case of the corruption of the government and lack of transparency. They have many cases of impunity and poverty and social economic inequality and culture of corruption. I think different items are allied to El Salvador, but the government need different activities, but how affect this stereotype of the environment job? The environment job affect because damage the trust in the business environment and discouraging foreign investor different investor dismotivate to invest to Honduras, hindering economic development, and this situation of the corruption of the government dismotivate investors to create companies in the Honduras. The government must implement anti-corruption measures, building transparent and responsible institutions to change these stereotypes. Like El Salvador, I think El Salvador, the government work different items and to improve the situation of the corruption and the dangerous. I think Honduras could take measures like El Salvador. Only that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good job. Excellent. Later on, guys, you will receive the comments and what are the areas that we need to work on. Okay. So Rene, Nestor, and Roberto. Let's go, guys.
Okay. And Nestor, are you going to start, or the one who is going to talk about Japan?
Uh, I I I will talk about Japan.
Okay.
But I guess I think Nestor is going to start with the introduction, but I'm not sure if he is there.
Nestor, are you there?
Or maybe he's a listener today. I'm not sure.
Let's
But
see.
okay.
You can start. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. In my case, we chose Japanese because they we thought that they have sorry, the camera. Okay. We thought that they have a lot of stereotypes, and most of them are positive stereotypes. For example, they are known for how they are a very united society and how they turning problems in opportunities. For example, they had attacks from the United States in the World War II with 2 nuclear bombs, and they transform a, a, a destroyed country in a very progress country nowadays. And they are known for the stereotypes that they create the mentality of a total quality in their industry process, and they are known for be very respectful with the old people. For example, they prefer to choose old people in the politic positions in elections, because they are very respectful with the experience, and they are known for for have very good talent with anime. They are known for prefer always their own products before any other products from other countries. For example, Coca-Cola is very difficult to sell in Japan because they prefer Japanese sodas before Coca-Cola or any other mark. Or for example, Xbox have very difficult to penetrate in the Japanese market. Well, they have Sony, and they have PlayStation, and they have Nintendo, and then always they prefer their own marks. And same occur with the car marks. They prefer their own marks before other. And they are known for be very quiet, to do not shows their their um their emotions They are known to be very intelligent. They are known for let me see, for like the sushi, and they are known for like the sake drink. And well, I guess I took more than 2 minutes, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of
Don't
things
worry.
in the Japanese culture that we like to talk.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Excellent.
Mm,
That's it. Great.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Nestor, he's just a listener today. We will see what we can do for his score. So, great job. Excellent. Let's see.
I'm gonna talk about Colombia.
Go ahead, continue.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'm gonna talk about the culture of Colombia. Well, I choose this country because I like this country. I think it has many different things like beach, mountain, beautiful cities, and what I think about Colombia, I have so many stereotypes about people who lives there because I think it's one of the most violent countries in Latin America. I have heard that there are some groups that are still uh, trying to kill people with a lot of violence. Recently, there's a news that a group of people kidnapped the parent of a soccer player of Liverpool in England. So I think it's a violent country in some areas, some cities, right? And there's still having a lot of traffic of drugs. Many militaries in some areas in some countries uh, in South America. And some positive things about Colombian people is that they have a many good food, uh, some traditional food, and they like to eat a lot of potatoes, a lot of meat, eggs, and it's kind of cheap than other countries in the area. Um, Another stereotypes of this kind of people is they are strange, tall, and they have yeah, a lot of strange like in the soccer teams, right? And I think one more stereotype is that they also have some good players in the history, like James Rodriguez, el Pibe Valderrama, and players like that, Falcao, for example. And that's it. I think it's one of the best country also because have many different types of culture in the country. Like I said, beach of Cartagena, different climate, uh, very cold in Bogota, for example, and yeah, things like that.
Excellent. Good job. Let's see. So, thank you so much, guys. Later on, we will see what are the areas that we need to work, and that's basically it. Thank you so much. Good job. Guys, let's see. Now let's go with
Me teacher.
Mario. Yep. Did you prepare together or only you? Carlos, are you there?
Yes, yes. Only
Oh,
me,
Carlos, you are
teacher.
Carlos, right? Let's see, Mario. Mario, did you prepare? Or you did it alone, Carlos?
I do alone.
Okay, let's go, Carlos. Tell me, what country did you choose?
I choose Mexican stereotypes.
Mexican stereotypes. Go ahead.
Yes, I will share some screen with us, with you.
Okay, good.
To start the presentation.
Okay, right on. Let's see.
Okay.
Now we can see it.
Good evening, everyone. I talk about stereotype. You can listen.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I talk about stereotypes Mexican workers, and to be more specific, I will focus on immigrants workers. I start with some words of ex-president of United States, Donald Trump, and he said, "In Mexico, send its people. They are not sending their best. They are sending people that have lots of problems. They are bringing drugs. They are bringing crimes. They are rapids, and some I assume are good people." I will presenting a controversial topic of stereotypes that surrounding Mexicans immigrants. We have two sides of the coin. The first is how American citizens see it, and that is that vast majority of them have a prejudice of saying that Mexicans are criminal, thieves, and lazy. But in Latin America, they are known as hardworking people. They get up very early, learn quickly, and adapt easily. Despite the situation that surround them, the racism is one of things that they are exposed. Discrimination is another factor that immigrants were letting. And another stereotype to mention is that of the Mexican woman, generally there is a prejudice or a stereotype that Mexican woman is the one who stay at home taking care of the children and taking care of your house. To finish, it's important the organization to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion to mitigate the negative effect of the national stereotypes in the youth environment. This can be done through awareness and education programs, fostering a culture of respect and understanding and implementing inclusive policies and practice. The conclusion, the stereotype can have a significant impact the job environment, affecting how individuals are perceived, trained, and given opportunities. This stereotype can perpetuate basis, discrimination, and exclusion in the workplace. It is important for organizations to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion to create a more inclusive and fair job environment for all individuals, regardless for their national or culture background. This finish, I take the paragraph that you saying yesterday. This last paragraph, and that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Carlos. Good job. Later on, you will receive the comments on what are the areas that we need to work on. Okay. So good. We finished with this one, guys. Somebody missing that can do it now? Okay, people, let's see. Give me just a second. We are about to finish. Let's do something. I want you to do the following. I sent a video already. So this is the R, the pronunciation of the letter R, okay? That's the one that we will study tomorrow. This is for the pronunciation. So watch it and study that one, okay? Let's see. And I have a super nice video for you to watch it. This is the second video. This is for our homework. From today until Friday, you are going to work with this video. You have to get vocabulary from it. It's very philosophical. So watch it. Let's see what do you get from that one. Try to get the vocabulary from it. And that's what we are going to do. You can watch it there. I send it. So the first video is for tomorrow. Practice the letter R, the R pronunciation. Give me a second. So, and the next one is for the vocabulary. Okay. I'm sure that you will enjoy it. So watch it when you have time and start writing the information from it. Okay. Questions, people, questions about the homework.
Teacher, the first video, we're gonna listen.
Watch it and practice the pronunciation of the R. Just that.
And the second?
Vocabulary from that one. Get at least 10 words from that video. I'm sure that you will get more than 10. And on Friday, we will check it. People, by the way, I'll show you right now for you to see the scores. These are the scores, people. You will receive later on my comments. I wrote my comments there, so you will see what areas you need to work. Sometimes I will tell you pronunciation of some words, fluency, pace. What is pace? Pace is the speed that you use to talk. Let's see what else. Could be vocabulary. And Spanish, that has been something. Don't speak Spanish, guys. Sometimes we are saying unconsciously, we say este, y, el. So don't say those words, because imagine if you're in a job interview and they hear that you say, yeah, and I went to the park. No, okay? That actually takes a lot of points out of your score, because that means you are thinking in Spanish. This is the score for a homework. It's not the the spoken evaluation. Okay, so the spoken evaluation will be this coming Monday or Tuesday. I think Tuesday. What is the speaking evaluation about? Interview. I will be asking you, tell me what are your plans for, well, we will start tomorrow. We will continue with the past, with the simple past, guys. And I will be asking you questions in past, but also I'm going to ask you complementary questions. For example, you say, and I finished the university career. Oh, tell me about your university. What do you study in the university? I will be complementing the information from the things that you say. Okay. These other days, guys, we will be working on a more professional way to say about ourselves, how to talk about ourselves. So that's something that we will be doing. We will be getting a lot of vocabulary. So please participate in the next classes, right? Let's see, these are some scores. Let's continue with others. These are the last that we have. You will receive them in a second, okay? With the comments. There you have. I sent you the comments already, so you can go ahead and check it. So guys, continue working with your vocabulary, watch videos in English, continue practicing, practice your fluency. If that's something you need to practice, go ahead, continue with it. And that's basically it. So guys, that's all for today. Do you have any question before we finish?
Not.
Thank you so very much. I hope you have a wonderful night, everybody. So take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, people. Take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye for now, guys. Have a good night.
Bye. Take
See ya.
care. See you
Take care.
tomorrow.
Take care, everybody.
Night.
Bye.